how are you? Today I have a special little treat for you. I went ahead and did my makeup for going to work today, and I thought, you know what? I would really like to film this as a tutorial and put that out there because it's just not a video that I have seen a whole lot. So this is the look that I wear to when I go to freelance for makeup. Right now I freelance for Bobbi Brown. And so this is just one of those looks that I really like to do when I go to work. It's glamorous, but it's also soft. And so this is just a little bit of my taste, and I thought it could be helpful for some people out there looking for maybe some other work makeup ideas. For me personally, I would wear this to an office. It's just really soft, but it just has a little something to it. It's feminine, it has some sparkle, but it's not over the top. I showcase one of my favorite kind of like mature sparkle items, and it is this. It's called Moonstone from Bobbi Brown. It's one of their Luxe Sparkle products. This is just a good way of showing you how you can wear sparkle when you are not in your 20s anymore. So if you want to see how I got this look, I also show you how I throw my bun up. This is helpful if you work in a place where your hair needs to be out of your face and out of the way, but maybe you want another idea or just a different twist on a bun. And this is what I like to do. So if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, so I just took a rinse. Everybody's still kind of sleeping, so I feel like I need to be quiet, but I'm just gonna throw on my Belif the True Cream Aqua Balm because I'm feeling really dry today. Holy cow. I have serious flyaways from taking a shower. Put a little bit of my moisturizing eye balm on. Lately I've been loving using my concealer as my eye primer, which is the Age Rewind from Maybelline. So let's put that all over the lid. And then later when I do the face, I'll use it as my, under eye concealer. But for now, let's just use it as my eye primer. And I'm gonna take my beauty sponge, my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna press that in place. My two favorite things about putting an eye primer on, whether it's like titled as an eye primer or a concealer, is that it gives the eyeshadow something to adhere to. It makes the whole area really nice. Like it covers the veins, any discoloration and stuff like that. So those are my two favorite things about priming the eye and why I always do. So today I'm gonna keep it pretty basic. I'm gonna use this really nifty new eyeshadow palette from Bobbi Brown. It's called the Matte Edition, so they're all mattes. An awesome giant mirror. So these are all neutral mattes that are like universally wonderful. And then you get 3 cute little gel liners and actually a very good brush. Today I'm gonna go in with a Nude Petal, this one right here, and I'm just pretty much gonna use just mostly that one, and I'll show you what I do. I'm gonna take a fairly fluffy crease brush. It's not my biggest, fluffiest one. It's kind of an in-between where it's fluffy, the bristles are not dense. It helps me to kind of focus the product in the crease, but it's still fluffy enough that I can buff it around really easily. So I really like this one for that. I'm gonna take this up pretty high because I have a lot of real estate from here to here. So I like to use a lot of eyeshadow, and I like to smoke things out, even if it's just super light like this. I love to use a lot because I just have so much lid space. Then I'm gonna go on with this one here called Naked. If I can get it to focus. It's just a little deeper. Not only using Bobbi Brown eyeshadows because I am going to work there today, but I find that they are just awesome eyeshadows. They just perform so well, so they're easy to work with quickly because they kind of just get the job done. And so I know that I can rely on them when I am in a rush. I'm gonna grab one more shade. I'm gonna grab Heather Brown just to deepen the outer corners. I'm gonna go in the crease a little bit as well, but sticking mostly to that outer corner, just adding that depth. Just kind of gradate it a little bit. I'm going to take this champagne-y color in the shade Overheated. It's lovely. This is a Luxe eyeshadow. I'm just gonna take my finger and press that all over the lid. Just the lower lid. I'm not going above the crease line at all. And I'm focusing on this inner half here, and then when it starts to get darker, I don't put as much out there. Get the inner corner a little bit. I love using a fluffy eyeshadow brush like this one. I could use that very easily, but I'm just using my finger because that's just nice and quick at the moment. Sometimes it's nice to see the varying ways that we can use makeup, that we don't always have to use a brush. I have one more of these little guys. I just got two of my favorite ones, and this is in the shade Moonstone. So awesome. The Luxe Eyeshadow Rich Sparkle. So this one was Rich Luster, this one is Rich Sparkle, and I'll show you. Go like this. I'm just pressing that on top of the shade Overheated. Just giving it just that pizzazz that I just love so much. See, it just kind of bumps it up a notch. It's a super, super fine glitter. I almost hate to use the word glitter because it gives people anxiety and women assume they can't use it if they're over the age 20, but that is just so not true. You've got that fun now, and under certain lighting it's very, very reflective and just beautiful. I'm gonna do my eyebrows with the Perfectly Defined Brow Longwear, or Longwear Brow Pencil in the shade Mahogany. So we've got that general shape on our eyes, on our eyebrows I mean. I will come back and tweak that later, probably with like a darker pencil, and just kind of tweak it a little bit. I'm actually gonna throw in some mascara and some lashes, so just to get that top of the eyes like totally done, and then we'll just do the face. And this mascara is from MAC. I think it's like their 3D Dimension something or other. It's a great formula. I just really, really don't like the brush head because it's very, very pokey, if you can kind of see that. And I poke my eyes all the time. I really don't like that. But I will say, oh my gosh, it's so loud. I will say this formula has lasted forever. You know how some mascaras just dry out really, really fast, and it's just kind of a bummer. Well, this one is the opposite. It has lasted forever. If anything, I'm like trying to finish it. It's like, okay. I'm gonna put on my flutter lashes in the style Serenity. If you can see that, it's really hard to see. They look like this. They're really fluffy and pretty, and they're actually quite soft and natural on the eye. I'm just removing the glue from before because I definitely reuse my lashes as many times as I can, as long as they still look, you know, in good shape. I've only used these twice, and I really, really like them. They're very, very comfortable and easy to put on. I'm gonna put on the fresh glue. I let that sit for 20-30 seconds to get tacky. Don't go in right away. Honey, you can just tell me right here. I can't right now. Hold on, just let me get this on.
This looks like a necklace.
I know, isn't that cool? Oh, buddy is loud.
That's because he's poo-poo buddy butt.
He's a poo-poo buddy butt. Let's get on with the face. I grabbed a sample at work of the Bobbi Brown Longwear, the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation in the shade 3.5. Grab my trusty Smith brush that has an antibacterial handle. So it's good. It doesn't contaminate the product when I dip into it. I just wanted to try a different shade today. So this is Warm Beige. And again, it's really nice to use all Bobbi products because it's so helpful for customers when they can actually see it on someone. Right, so I'm kind of going ham right now. I'm gonna take my favorite, my full coverage face brush from Bobbi Brown. Let's get this face done because I don't have a whole lot of time left now. But we don't have too much left, so it's not bad. And with this foundation, I like to press it in. And my moisturizer has had time to sit and breathe on my skin. I go upwards to get the underside of my nostrils so that I don't have any funny gaps there. Just looks nice and clean and polished. It's probably a little dark for me, but I can just bronze out my neck. It's not a problem. Just wanted to try this undertone, this shade, just to see what it was like. Since I did my eyebrows first, I'm actually gonna take this little guy, the Full Coverage Touch Up. I'm just gonna dip into this pot. And I'm gonna go around my eyebrows and get these green veins in here and above my eyebrow to make sure things are a little bit clean. And sometimes I can disrupt the eyebrow product with this brush a little bit. So I'm just gonna clean that up with my foundation. I know people use concealers, but this one is great for this. I'm gonna go back into my Age Rewind and get that under the eye here. I like to put on a very generous, even layer of this because I find that that is how the formula works best for me. And while that sits for just 2 seconds, I'm gonna take some of this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer in the shade Medium because it's the only concealer I have that's a little darker. I'm just gonna go over these blemishes here. They're still a little light because this foundation is a little dark. Whoops. And then I just lightly press this into place. I don't sweep or buff. I just press. So you can see my natural shape is here. You want to go past that. Otherwise you're kind of emphasizing that shape more. I'm going to set my under eyes with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And I'm going over here because I wear glasses when I drive. And I don't need to go all the way up in here because I'm going to be putting eyeshadow there. So we're just trying to set the general location and we don't need to overdo it. So let's finish this under eye really quick. I'm going to go back in with these same shades and just buff them everywhere. Okay, so that was Nude Petal. Now I'm going in with Naked, the slightly deeper one. Just deepening that. Oh my gosh, there's so much noise, I'm sorry. And then just make sure that connects with the outer corner there. And this one with the outer corner. Just a little bit here. I'm sorry, sweetie. Baby, I need you to close the door. Thank you, sweetie. I love you. Almost done. I'm gonna warm up my neck since my face is a little dark today. Oh. Whew. I am fluffy. I actually don't have a Bobbi blush, so I'm gonna use my trusty Laura Geller one in the shade Pink Buttercream. It's a nice pinky but neutral pink with a little bit of sheen to it. So I'll add a little bit of that to the apples of the cheeks and the front here. And a little bit of the top. Okay, get some mascara on those lower lashes, that's for sure. We're almost done, and then I'll fix my hair. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off my lips. I'm actually gonna throw in my new Buxom lip gloss in the shade Erica. It's a pink sparkle that I love. I have a lot of Bobbi lips, but right now I just want a pink gloss. And later when I'm at work, I can put on my fun Bobbi stuff. But I think this will match my cheeks and everything really well. And it's soothing to my lips. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. So my final touch, that's one of my kind of things with makeup. I love to do those finishing final touches to really tweak things. I'm gonna take this cute, tiny little gel ink in the shade Black Ink. I'm gonna take my trusty ultra fine eyeliner. I love this thing. Even if I didn't work with Bobbi, just understand I would be using all of this stuff anyways because I truly love it. It performs so well. This is my favorite eyeliner brush ever since I discovered it through working with them. I'm like, dang, like I find gel eyeliner so much easier to put on. So I'm gonna dip into this cute little guy and apply it generously on both sides like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tightline because my natural lashes are so sparse. Like, not just like, oh, I don't have a lot of them. I mean like at the roots. So when I'm wearing false lashes, which I love to because my lashes are just, don't do much for me, I like to add more density. See how you can see that flush coming through? I'm gonna add more blackness there. I need to get more gel in there. I'm gonna add more blackness there because I really don't like it when you can see how few lashes I have at the roots, if that makes sense. And I just find that gel is a really easy way to get up in there and it doesn't irritate my eyes at all. Do you see that difference? It helps a lot, I think. I'm so excited to go to work today. My coworker said that we're starting off with 2 appointments of women that are going to a wedding and only wanted Bobbi Brown. So we get to work together at the same time on wedding makeup and I'm really excited. Kind of tired this morning, but I just haven't been able to sleep that well lately, but I'm still excited to go to work. It's a really nice break up from the rest of the week. And I just love what I do. I love this. I love that I can also get out of the house and do makeup with Bobbi and have amazing coworkers and meet wonderful people all day. It's really great. Whoopsie daisies, I totally forgot to add this in here. I am so sorry. I'm using a Bobbi Brown highlighter powder in the shade Opal Glow, and it is just wonderful. I'm using a Sigma F35 brush, which is actually the same one that I use for my under eyes, and I love to use it for the high points of my face whenever I do highlighter. So by high points of my face, I'm talking the chops of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, the eyebrow bone, which actually extends up past your eyebrows themselves as well. And so as you can see, as I'm kind of moving my head around, there's just that nice glow where the light bounces off everywhere, and I love it. I need to fix this hair really quick. And then it's time to go. Yeah, it's time to go. I have about a few minutes to get my shoes on. I already have my bag and everything ready to go, so I'm okay. Just need to brush these flyaways. My hair is clean, and like I would like to just wear it down like this, but I don't really have time. And I know they like to have our hair out of the way at work, so I'll just do a fun little bun. Insert either a video clip or a photo of my actual outfit because I don't have time for that. I am on time and I don't want to not be on time, so I'm not going to add to anything else that I need to do. But that is kind of just like how I like to do my bun. And voila! Alright friends, so this is one of my go-to looks for going to work for Bobbi Brown. I hope you like it. I'm gonna skedaddle and I will finish the details of this later, but I hope you enjoyed this look and maybe it gave you some ideas for yourself and helped you out. So I will see you next time, and subscribe and like if you enjoyed what I put out here today, and I will talk to you later. Bye.